Welcome to another episode of Football Tussle. And myself, CIC, followed by my fellow Tusslers, Grand Champ and AY Footy. Welcome back, lads. Welcome back.
Good weekend out. Good weekend.
It was from top, middle, and bottom, especially the top and also the bottom there. And then we better just start off with the best game of the weekend in terms of quality and shock kind of scoreline, even though there was a few other shocks, but no better place to start than at the Etihad, as they say.
Yeah, you guys didn't say nothing about. You didn't even say nothing about my kit. You know.
Oh yeah, sorry. What's it called? Because we assumed that you were a general fan there still. So why have you got that kit on then?
Sorry, guys. But let's go back to your Man City anyway.
Yeah,
hold on. You're a mess. Now United won 4-2. You want to start wearing kit?
Well, maybe he's going to tell us when we get to that silly game there. Maybe he's going to tell us that's their third best game of the season. Because remember, we had all sorts of them anyway. But anyway, let Man United, come where we'll spend a few minutes on Man United, not like normally anyway, but they have their time in due course if we get to them. But let's start with the madness at the Etihad. So who wants to start on that one there?
Bro,
don't be too slow.
Yeah. No. I was gonna say. I just feel like it was arrogant. It was arrogance from Pep. I feel like the way they address. I just feel like it was arrogance. The way they approached the game for me, they thought they were gonna turn Spurs over.
So but, just blow the whistle and that's it. We'll beat them. Because you remember. Because Spurs came into that game back-to-back defeat, so City came in a row actually.
Do you see what I'm saying? So Spurs, so City came into that game a bit relaxed, and there was a poor performance. It was a very poor. And Harry Kane done well to put himself back in the shopping window just to let City know that listen, you guys should have bought me this season. But anyway,
But you say that he was a bit relaxed there, but he was saying the day before in the press conference, Pep was saying that Spurs will be at their most dangerous because they've lost 3 in a row. So I don't know if that was a bit of tongue in cheek there. But as you said, even though Spurs were coming into that game on a bad run of form there, it's very rare. Even that was a record last in the previous one where, as I said in the last episode, Conte's never lost 3 in a row since 2009 in any league there still.
Wow, that's crazy.
But for me, it was a brilliant game there as a neutral there, because obviously kind of neutral anyway, because I was hoping that Spurs would do something anyway. But so Harry Kane once again showed Pep that this is what you could have had. If you maybe added a 20 or 30 million more on top, you could have had me instead of
Grealish.
Grealish there.
The ghost of Grealish.
That's what he is nowadays. Because even when he's on the pitch, you forget that he's even playing. So for me, But the thing is, what kind of poor gamesmanship? I mean, not gamemanship, game management in that game there still, because you get the luck of the draw with a penalty, which it is a penalty anyway, because Romero's hand is away from his body, and that's what the rules is. It's unlucky there. I know sometimes now players look for the hard cross and hope that a defender puts the hand there still, the opposition. That was a penalty on that one still.
It's a bit hard.
If the hand was to the side, then yes, but the hand was away. But regardless of that, Mahrez previously he's a good penalty taker. He's blown himself previously in games where there's pressure penalties, like the one against Liverpool a couple of years ago, blew over the bar. But that one is a roofer. No keeper says that. But let me just get back to the game management there. You get back to 2-2. Even a team like Man City of their quality, you take 2-2 and say, close up shop, we'll call it a day. We got out of jail. I'm sorry, you don't lose the game there. You don't lose the game 3 minutes later, even though I don't know where. Even though the referee said was it 5 or 6 minutes? The referee was going on forever there. It was up to 10 minutes before he finally blew the whistle in extra time. But for me, it was poor game management from so-called mighty Man City. You don't lose it when you score a penalty. What, in injury time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Look how long it took for them to the VAR check and all sorts there, and then you equalize maybe on the 92nd minute or whatever it was, and then to go and blow all that hard work. As a Liverpool fan, obviously, I'm grateful, very grateful that they did that still. Presence all around there still. But what do you think? Moving on to you, AY Footy.
Let me jump in. Look, both of you have said the right thing there. Yeah, I'm just gonna this game. I'm just gonna blame it on Pep really, because if you don't buy a striker and a striker is banging in 2 goals, do you understand? And you're losing the match. It's just down to you. At the end of the season, if they don't win this league, guys, is Pep has he failed this season? What would you say?
That's straight fail.
Well, I don't. It is.
I'm sorry, it's a straight fail,
especially with the lead they get. But I don't blame on not having the strike. You just blame, for me, I blame it on poor game management in this game there still, because before this,
but it's still Pep. It's still Pep.
Who was talking about strikers there?
It's true. No one's talking about strikers, but I'm just saying, for me anyway, let me just put the onus on Spurs. Well done to Spurs that they were able to sort of bring City down to earth. But for me, Levi, wherever his name is, he needs to back Conte, man. Conte is going to leave. Conte is going to leave. He's going to leave.
I think what's it called? Yeah, he will. But I think what's it called? Conte will see what Daniel Levy has going to be putting on the table in the summer. If it's rubbish, he's gone. He's left better teams than Spurs, and Spurs are nobodies.
Exactly.
But you know how this.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say Spurs should not think that they're someone's as Grand Champ said last week. Spurs are a rebound club for him. Just like going back to your old ex-girlfriend when you're looking for something to keep you warm at night time. But anyway,
and the old media at the end of the day, when he leaves now, if he decides to leave because there's no backing, everybody's not gonna turn on him like they've done with the previous managers. Nothing is going on at Spurs. Why are you not backing them to just succeed? Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just a shame.
They got a stadium now. It's a stadium to pay for, right?
Yeah, there you are. Arsenal found out there for a good 5-8 years. But maybe, as I said,
longer than 5-8 years.
Well, maybe Joe Lewis, the famous owner, he sounds like one of those American country and Western singers. But maybe Joe Lewis, the so-called recluse owner of Spurs, maybe he's gone. Maybe he's past it. Maybe he's 6 foot under because the money is not there. And he's supposed to be a billionaire. But we've never seen Joe Lewis, even though we're not Spurs fans. We've never seen Joe Lewis once at the White Hart Lane or this new stadium. At least Roman's got an excuse.
I'll be honest.
He's got passport issues.
I'll be honest. I didn't even know who on Spurs. I didn't even know.
That's what I'm saying. It's Joe Lewis, it's not the comedian or the singer.
Yes, he's right. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, what's it called? As you said, the onus was well done to Spurs because Spurs needed to get out of that rotten losing streak there. Because obviously they had games in hand, they still got games in hand, but they needed to stop that rot there to try and get the ship steady to try and push on for the battle for top 4 place, which we're going to talk about in a minute or two. But well done to them, and as I said, let's see how City's bounce back in the coming weeks there, which you expect them to do so. But since we talked about that game, obviously we're gonna have to talk about my own team because they're the ones now that the title race is back on. So they had an easy game on paper at home to Norwich, which you would have thought maybe 3 or 4-0 easily. But Norwich made it a bit of a battle, and because Liverpool dominated in the first half, they should have even maybe been up by a couple of goals, even though Norwich had 1 or 2 chances.
I just love the 3 goal scorers,
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. For me, Norwich did us a wake up call there with their only goal, obviously the huge deflection of Matic there. But that woke up Liverpool there quickly there, and Mane finally scoring there, which was nice there to see him. And then obviously Salah, what an assist by Alisson there. Salah to take out about 3 defenders and the goalkeeper, and then hit it on his swinger there, right foot there, and wrong foot the 2 defenders on the line was top draw again. And then Diaz there getting his first goal for Liverpool.
That was a good goal. That was a good goal.
Nicely there. It's like when you go for a pit stop in F1 and you're putting on new tires and you're even it's not affected the way your racing is going on. And that's how Diaz is quietly fitted in with Liverpool there.
Yeah,
but to win those games, And obviously the title race is back on. And for me, and even though, when I saw the lineup from Klopp quickly, as I don't want to dominate too much talk there, he made 7 changes there. Some people were saying that he's taking a piss there still. Sorry about that word or whatever. Taking the Mickey.
It don't matter.
It's true. Sometimes. Maybe taking a Mickey, but for me,
Mickey?
The Mickey or the whiskey. But anyway, maybe it's the happiness of being back in the title race there. Mickey, whiskey. But anyway, let me get back to talking there. But sometimes you have to be confident in what you can do with the squad. Liverpool now, the squad is even so strong. It's been the strongest for I don't know how long, where there's hardly any injuries, even though we have picked up 2 injuries in the forward department. But the others have come back, which is very good. The bench is strong. He even rested Arnold completely, even though hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully it's just a normal rest for Arnold. Robertson was on the bench. Yeah.
Let me jump on that, seriously. Honestly, I've been so impressed with Liverpool, the way they've played and
never giving up.
See the way exactly the way since Mane and Salah went for the African Cup on this couple of episodes, I thought they would struggle, and they didn't even show no sign of that. They signed this Diaz guy. He's just top quality. Honestly, watching this guy, he just reminds me of Coutinho. Like I'm thinking, what? Klopp is a good guy there. He's done well. So good luck to Liverpool. Anyway, that's what I would say.
Liverpool. Just I'm just gonna say one thing about Liverpool. As an Arsenal fan, Liverpool just shows you what Arsenal, and it hurts me to say what Arsenal are aspiring to be. Every signing Liverpool makes,
me too. You're not
every signing Liverpool makes just fits into the system. It's well thought of. It was well thought of, the system, everything. And now he's blooding in youngsters like Elliott and Curtis Jones, and because he's looking at the legs of Henderson and Milner and you know, like, and then like in defense, Gomez will be starting every game at Arsenal.
Well, there you go. And that was Gomez's first start in 15 months.
Imagine. He'll be starting every game at Arsenal. Imagine.
He'll be starting every game at United.
Oh yeah, just saying.
Well, there you are, see. So for me, what's it called? It's a big next week ahead for Liverpool. That game in hand against Leeds, they must win just to get back to 3 points on behind City on the same amount of games played in the Prem. And then the Carabao Cup against Chelsea on Sunday. So it's a big week or 5 or 6 days there ahead for Liverpool, and we'll watch that space.
Sorry, CIC, you're going to lose that because I think a London team will win that League Cup.
No. Liverpool's overdue winning their favorite cup, one of their favorite cups, domestic cups, apart from winning the league and stuff in previous years. So we'll see how that goes anyway. Anyway, let's have a quick vote then. Who's winning the Carabao Cup? I'm going with obviously Liverpool. You said them Chelsea, and then the deciding vote there from Grand Champ.
You better stick to a London team, bro. Oh my God.
Why? You need to be honest.
What's in the Carabao Cup again?
Obviously, it's Chelsea, Liverpool.
Well, it's in the final now, isn't it? We lost the semi-finals. We're like,
Quickly. Have you lost it?
I would say, I would say, I'll go with Chelsea. They're good at finals.
This cup is slowly.
I tell you for sure, if Chelsea's going to win, they better need to score more than one goal. We're going to talk about that later on. If they're going to beat Liverpool, they're going to definitely have to score more than one goal because Liverpool always scoring goals anyway, especially Chelsea.
Chelsea they rise to the occasion. So
well, what's it called? This is the same Chelsea anyway. But we'll move on there for the race for 4th place, and then we can start with Arsenal there. What's it called against Brentford there and. Grand Champ, what have you got to say about that game and that performance there?
We're steadily, we're moving, we're doing our thing in silence. The media's not really onto Arsenal about top 4. It's more, I could say more United. People talk about more United making top 4. I could hear loads of noise about Wolves even trying to make top 4. So at Arsenal, I actually like the way we're moving in silence. I've said this before, Lacazette is a better all-round striker, and we could see the influence, his link-up play. Is what is needed at Arsenal. I love Ober as well. They both could work, but yeah, we're ticking away nicely, man. It was a good performance. What can I say? Everyone played well. I know Xhaka did his nonsense by rejecting the captain handband, but Arteta cleared that out. But for me, Arteta needs to. He done well bringing on Pepper as well. Like just to sometimes make some substitutions. Like you can't have these boys playing the full game,
Yeah.
But for me, Arsenal are doing nicely, man. With one game a week, quietly. Watch the space, quiet.
Yeah.
And it keeps the players fresh, definitely. What's it called?
Yeah.
And obviously, what's it called? Smith Rowe there, sliding straight into the team there after being benched quite a few. Benched for quite a while. Obviously, Martinelli out there with suspension there, and Smith Rowe is getting his standard goal, like a Frank Lampard, Gerrard kind of person there. David Platt in your previous years there still, or Freddie Ljungberg and all those kind of people. Yeah. And the thing is, he's your top goal scorer, isn't it? There in this season, there. So he, as you said, you talk about young players at Liverpool. You got good young players yourself at Arsenal. They're going under the radar, obviously, because as you said, they're talk about Man United as favourites, Spurs as well. I think because of Arsenal. The reason they maybe not talk about Arsenal as strong as the other two is because Arsenal haven't finished in the top four for quite a few years. But you've got the game in hand. You've got the games in hand.
Up on that,
and that's what you have to win.
Is the firepower at the end of the day that I can see that would determine if Arsenal's not going to get in there, because
what do you mean?
Like we said, they've got that core, those young players, but it's that strike force. I've been saying this from the beginning of this. That's going to cost Arsenal. Well, I understand what they're trying to do.
Like I said, it's a big game player.
Yeah, can you ride it throughout to the end of the season?
Well,
it's one game a week.
And also,
it's true, you're right.
The good thing about Arsenal is they're not relying on one person. So if as long as they win the games and other people are scoring, that makes it harder. It makes it harder for the opposition when they play Arsenal, because they're not relying on one person. So as Grant Champ says, each game as it comes, because it's one game a week, even though they got a game, on Thursday, I think against Wolves will be looking for revenge after Ruben Neves saying that Arsenal, when they beat them last time, Arsenal was celebrating like they won the league. But anyway, that'd be a good, that's going to be a good grudge match on them, on Thursday. Moving on to, go on.
No, I mean, you want to say something? Thing, like what they've done to Brentford, because Brentford beat them earlier.
That's it. Yeah, definitely. And then moving on to another team that's trying to battle for the fourth place. We got West Ham versus Newcastle. As I said for quite a few weeks ago on quite episodes ago as well, I said that West Ham were not going to make top four. It's proved me right. Yeah. I was questioned by both of you, especially Grant.
Wait, relax. I never questioned you. I told you, no. I'm not trying. No, I don't. The old shows are there. You can play that.
You can check previous
the old shows. You can check the old shows. I never said that. Well, I echoed what you said.
What did you say then?
I said the reason why West Ham wouldn't make top four is because they've signed no one in January. Antonio's been dry for a long time,
and he's finished. He's finished.
They've got one striker just like Arsenal. They have one striker just like Arsenal.
No.
Arsenal is a different.
Arsenal's a different club.
You can't mix them up. You can't mix Arsenal and West Ham up. Don't mix them up.
We're talking about that. What was going to get into that top four and the team? How the teams are.
Okay. But look at it this way. Lacazette might not be scoring goals, but you see the performances, and he's making assists or even pre-assists.
It's true.
Antonio ain't performing well. He's not scoring. He's not assisting.
They've got players that's doing that.
And the thing is, Antonio, what saves Antonio, what saves him is there's the guy that they bought, Valage or whatever his name, Valage or whatever. Valage is rubbish. So that there's no pressure on Antonio. He's guaranteed every week unless he's injured. So for me, as I said, another example of why West Ham are not making the top four, as I said quite a few months or a couple months ago or whatever. And once again, we give plaudits to informed Newcastle, because they went behind, and before they went behind, they were playing good football there, and they showed good steel to come back and get a decent result. It's a good result for them, because they're now unbeaten in the last four there. I think that's 3 Prem wins and a draw. So the form bodes well as in their battle to avoid the drop. So
I want them to stay up.
Yeah, and see what they do with the money next season. But if West Ham cannot win their next 2 games, then they can forget about it. I said they've forgotten about it already, but they can definitely forget about finishing in the fourth place.
Quick one. I've been talking to some West Ham fans lately, and they're very angry because why they did not sign player January, because they've got this new owner that's added to their board member. He's from, I think, Russia or something like that, and he's rich, and they were disappointing that they didn't get a striker.
It's true. What's it called? Who knows what the owners of Sullivan and Gold really want? Maybe they're just happy if they can get to Europa League. And they know
this
that
new guy, I'm just saying that they add this new guy to it. It's crazy. They're rich.
And then moving on to the what's it called? The other team, the final other team that's not the final other team, because what's it called? There's another team after that in Wolves. But moving on to what's it called? That big almost like a derby match from back in the old days there. Leeds versus Man United there. What a topsy-turvy game that was there. Once again, it reminded me of the first day of the season when they played each other, when A40 was telling us that Man United were brilliant and stuff there. I think this, in A40's eyes, this probably is maybe up in Man United's third or fourth best game of the season. So what do you have to say about that, A40 then?
I'll probably say it's probably fifth, but look, this is what it is. I'm just wearing this shirt because I've spoke to some fans recently. I'm just representing them as well.
Oh, is this another fans there? Because you just
listen, West Ham. Guys,
which ones are these? Are these United ones or West Ham ones?
United fan, we're talking about United. Okay, listen, guys, United, they're terrible, we all know that. But what a lot of people are just crying out for, they can't win the league. We all know that now, but just get
we knew that from what's it called, day one. So don't even mention that word anymore.
Exactly, that's crazy.
Just win, just get into that top four and just sustain it. That's all is needed. Honestly, it's not hard, that's so. And this is the thing, Ronaldo as well. It's Champions League time and he's always alive. So who knows?
For me, Man United winning these games, as Danny Murphy said on what's it called, Talk Sport. The way Man United are celebrating these victories is like they've won the league or something, or won the Champions League. But these are games, as we said previously, these are games that Man United should be winning anyway. So and it shows you that how bad Man United are, as you said it, and I've said it, and Grand Champ said it on numerous. I'm sure it's every episode we've done. So what's it called? It's one of the worst teams.
They don't. They've done well this weekend.
They struggle. For me, Leeds. How can you allow what's it called them to score 2 goals in the space of 25 seconds and the game's on its head?
I was shocked.
They did well, but it's a class that got them through anyway. Yeah. And then your old friend or new friend there, Sancho, is doing a bit better now.
He's on form. He's on form now. He's on form
still. And then Fred as well. We always laugh at Fred. He came on to try and steady the ship, and next minute he scores a good goal there.
I said he's been on form. He's been on form lately, and he's been performing on the right now. For me, the reason why I don't believe United are going to make top 4 is the defense. And Leeds are a poor team. Leeds always concede. When you play Leeds, you guarantee goals, Leeds. And for me, United considered 2 against Leeds. And Leeds don't have a proper striker. They got midfielders missing. The Leeds squad is a mess. Apart from Rafinha or Klish or something, the Leeds squad is a mess. And for me, United with Maguire, geez Lord, that guy,
even though he scored what's it called?
I don't give it that. That's not
God knows how long.
That's not his job.
With the cracks.
That's not his job. That's not his job. And wow, a world class midfielder and Varane now is being reduced to the bench because of Maguire, because it's the captain.
He's doing his thing.
And can you imagine? Maguire and Varane would say, "Is this what I came for?"
Imagine.
Yeah, a multiple Champions League, La Liga, World Cup
winner,
nice woman bench. But anyway, what's it called? We'll keep an eye on that spot. Who's going to be fighting for that 4th place? And then
let's think they would get in top 4. CIC. Grand Champ already said no.
We haven't finished there. Let's quickly talk about Wolves there going on.
But answer the question though. Answer the question. Do you think United are going to?
United will get top 4.
What's it called? I think that it's just that.
Hurry up, man.
Unfortunately, I think they're going to get it.
Cool.
Wow, shocking as well.
Well, it's the only reason I say that is because you can't trust Spurs, you can't trust Arsenal, and you can't
trust United either.
Well, they've done it previously in the what's it called? Last season, they should not finish it. I mean, was it last season or the season before? Leicester somehow messed up. And what's it called? That's the thing. Because Arsenal haven't done for how long is it since Arsenal finished in the top 4? That's the problem. And Spurs are what's it called, Jekyll and Hyde, and Arsenal maybe lack the experience now to get over the line. Wolves, that we're going to talk about quickly there still, because Wolves once again very good. They've got the tightest defense, and it's a very good win. Anyway, we all predict Wolves to beat Leicester anyway. I'm sure last week, and they've done it again there still, and good thing for them. Wolves is a good thing for Wolves. Not only tight defense, they're not reliant on what's Jimenez.
No, they got the thing is they got few wonderful players at Wolves. They got Pondence, who I think is a very good player. He should be playing higher up in a. He should be playing for Spurs or Arsenal. But I don't expect him to start every game in clubs. But he's a good player to have. He's
someone that can. Yeah, if he can go to a top team, he can be improved.
Yeah, he could be improved like Jota. Yeah. So he's a very good player.
I don't know how long he's going to stay there, but good win for inform them, Wolves to keep themselves, in the battle there, outside chance of finishing fourth. As we talk about Leicester,
in top 10, that's good for them.
And even that, they're looking for a bit further ahead for that. And then we'll talk about Leicester again. I think that's their 18 games now in a row or something in the Premiership without a clean sheet there, for God's sake. They're awful, man.
Let me see.
Looking at that, there's a bit of a 5.6 point gap to 10th and 9th. The only thing that says Rodgers, he's got enough credit in the bank to avoid getting sacked there because of what he's achieved at Leicester there still.
That's what I was just going to say,
But Leicester just need to try and sort it out there, because I don't know, Johnny Evans is finished, regardless if he comes back later on. Next season, you can't rely on him. Amate, what has made Amate, who's a
centre back now? I don't understand it.
Guaranteed every game. When is Fofana or whatever his name is going to come back?
Fofana's back in March. Fofana's back in March.
I think the team talk is out in that dressing room already from Rodgers. Do you understand? Like you said, so it's what he's done. That's what's carrying him on. They're not gonna give him no money to spend. He's probably knocked on the door upstairs and asking for money to spend. But
but the thing is, he bought too many wingers and strikers, and for goodness sake, what is Ignacio? What does Ignacio have to do to start a game?
Top goal scorer last season, but that's how it goes. But anyway, let's move on quickly. Let's move on to so I said that Man United is going to finish in the fourth. Who you going for, Grand Champ?
Arsenal, obviously.
Arsenal.
And then what about you? AY Footy?
Manchester United.
All right, then. So that's 2 for Man United, even though I dread to say that through gritted teeth. But anyway, we'll move over to the rest of the games there quickly. We had a poor game, a poor London derby there. South versus West there, and then goodness,
Lukaku.
I've never heard a record of that negativity or lack of touches. Lukaku in the first half only had 2 touches. One of them was to take centre. The other one was to touch the ball once in the whole of 45 minutes. And then in grand total, a record-breaking 7 touches in 90 minutes of football. He's finished.
No. Oh, relax. No. He's not finished.
Brief anyway.
He's not. Because I'll be brief. I'll be brief. He's not finished. The system doesn't favour Lukaku. He doesn't favour Lukaku.
But why would you buy? Is this a player that we said previously? Is this a player that Tuchel wanted, or was it Roman that bought him? Because
I don't know myself.
I don't care, but player system. The whole of Chelsea is struggling. Too many defenders. Too many defenders. The system.
The attackers are scoring now.
What attackers are scoring? Who's scoring there? Who's
scoring? Only Ziyech from time to time pops up. Yes. Werner is done. Lukaku is done. Havertz is done. Pulisic is done. Hodoi done. They're all done. And the team, the attacking unit of Chelsea needs to be looked into, and that's affecting Lukaku.
I support that definitely.
Because I agree. Wait. Why does Lukaku keep going to Belgium and having good games, but at Chelsea? The guy is
better formation.
There you go.
Everywhere.
But also, I agree with you on that, but also he needs to maybe come a bit deeper to try and get the ball and stuff anyway.
The 7 touches he was deeper. The 7 touches guy made he was deep.
I don't care. All of them are to blame. Everything is to blame there. Lukaku, the system, the manager. But anyway.
Wow, I refuse Lukaku.
Champions League winner, champions of world champions.
Forget that. It's in the past, even though they're
coming to beat you. They're coming to beat you. They're coming to beat you. And we're going to see what we're going to do. We're going to do that episode. I'm wearing a Chelsea kit that day.
Liverpool's beating them 3-1. But anyway, let's go back to the table. Palace are in Palace are struggling there, but they'll be safe from relegation. But they need to wake up anyway. Vieira's in a bit of a rut there with the Palace there, struggling to score goals sometimes.
Saha is mixing too many chances. I mean, Carragher is carrying, what's his name? That young guy is carrying them all season. And he's mixing all these chances.
That's it. So we'll keep an eye on them anyway. And then what's it called? Which other games are we?
You got Aston Villa. You got Aston Villa. Watford.
What's happened to Aston Villa there? Is that 3 losses in a row for Gerrard? Is the honeymoon over?
The honeymoon is definitely over.
That was Watford's first goal in God knows how long, and it came with a cherry on the there by them winning still.
He needs to drop. He needs to drop Watkins. I'm sorry, Hings needs to.
He did drop him in that game. He had Danny Eves that started.
Did he drop him for that game?
Yeah, I think the two on the side there, Coutinho and is it Reina, whatever his name is?
No pace.
Do they need to try and change that system possibly?
Yeah.
Sorry, Sias, what did you just say? Did you just say no pace? Is that what you just said?
I said no pace.
I watched that game, honestly, weekend. It was crazy. You see, the other team, the way they played with the wingers is
from SAR's first performance. I mean, since December or November, and every time he had the ball, and Dennis, my goodness, their top goal scorer, they were just too pacey for the likes of and Means and Cash and whoever it was at the back there. They'll be one ragged.
You wonder why it was.
They made Watford look like the former of Barcelona.
They had Chambers there. Chambers.
Yeah, there you are. It was locked in the Chambers, for God's sake. But anyway, very good win for Watford, and that kind of and Hodgson there to get the first win there and the first goal for God knows how long. And Watford are starting to see maybe if they can avoid relegation. But let's move over but Villa need to sort themselves out, or
definitely they've got 1 point from the last 3, which is 4.
There you are. So definitely, it's on Gerrard, as he said, every time they does a press conference after the game. Then moving over to Brighton versus Burnley. My goodness, Burnley Christmas anniversary birthday all in one, and what a finish there still. And then all the goals in that game were quality there still. Brilliant goals, even from Lennon's one, the third one, and Burnley. You imagine you wait for a win so long, and then when you do win, you jump 2 places up in the table there. My goodness!
Oh, good spot! I didn't notice that.
Well, they were 2 places above, but then when Watford scored, then they dropped back down to second to last.
We need to concentrate on that table. Yeah, from that 10 position to 20th position. Honestly,
10th is all right. No, 10th is Southampton's safe anyway. But
I don't know.
Southampton.
Look at the table right now. I'm telling you, that table is
no. Southampton's safe.
That part of the season.
I feel like every team from Southampton is safe. I'll say from Leicester City all the way to the bottom, they should be careful.
But the thing is, for me, called? Yes, they should be careful, but they should be safe anyway, because you have to think that these teams can have to win 2 or 3 in a row just to to show something. But Burnley have started and Watford have started their engines running to avoid to try and avoid relegation, which is almost looking guaranteed, as we've all said. And then we move on to another informed team quickly is Southampton picking up points, beating them Spurs at home. Drawing with Man United, away when they should have won, and then against them,
Everton.
Lampard's Everton, and easily beating them, beat them off the park.
Yeah, they did well.
Frank's had a tourist up and a topsy-turvy start there.
He said it though. He said in his interview last week, I think when they lost, said, when they won, said they expect us to win a game and then lose the next, because basically he did say that.
Even if not win. if not win, we don't. I mean, Everton fans are not expecting to be losing to Southampton, for goodness sake.
I'm sorry, who are Everton this season? Come on, man.
I know, but come on.
Southampton has been very good this season.
Exactly, exactly.
I agree. We said it, but I'm just saying.
And the new owners, under the new owners, you know, they got new owners now. And since the new owners, the new owners, since the new owners came, they've actually lost. They've actually buckled up. They've actually been playing very good.
The positivity on the pitch management is great stuff there still.
Exactly.
So what's it called? We'll in the coming episodes we'll just see what the results are in the in the bottom three. We might have to change our that
still stays. That still stays for me.
Well, we keep changing it every time.
No. I said Watford, Burnley, and Norwich. All three still going for me.
Right, then.
Yeah. Well, Burnley's going. I agree. I want Burnley to go. Their kit is over.
Yeah, I said that all the time. Constantly.
Anyway, quickly, what's it called? Let's talk about you got Champions League there still. Chelsea versus Lille. What's it called? You expect Chelsea to get the victory there?
They should win that to 2-1 or 2-0.
Okay, and then what's it called? And then on them, what's it called? Wednesday, you got Champions League, Atletico Madrid versus Man United.
I say United win, unfortunately.
Ronaldo loves Champions League, guys. You cannot take your eyes off that. Even if you don't like Manchester United.
I think it'd be a score draw myself there. And then we got a couple of Premiership games there still. We got Burnley versus Spurs. That's a big game for Spurs, or a big game for both teams. They both need to win. Then you got Watford Palace. That's almost like a London derby. And you might edge Watford in the form that, the way they played in the last game. And Palace looked toothless there. Called? And then a big game for Liverpool against Leeds. We all expect Liverpool to win at home there still to cut the lead down to 3 points. And then on Thursday, you got Arsenal Wolves. And maybe
Arsenal win. Arsenal win. And on Friday, Southampton should be Norwich.
Well, and we end our episode like that. If you got anything else to say, Grand Champ, AY Footy,
subscribe and get viewing, man. That's what I'm gonna say, guys.
Subscribe is a key thing, and if you can't subscribe, at least view.
Or share. Even you don't even just
that's it. Share. That's
share it. That's all, guys.
Share it, yeah, definitely. And in the chat room,
PD's like, just share it.
No, it's true. You don't need to subscribe or watch. Just share the thing. That's all.
Football tussle.